The topics and opinions expressed on the following show are solely those of the hosts and their guests and not those of W4WN Radio, its employees, or affiliates. We make no recommendations or endorsements for radio show programs, services, or products mentioned on air or on our web. No liability, explicit or implied, shall be extended to W4WN Radio, its employees, or affiliates. Any questions or comments should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for choosing W4WN Radio.
Welcome to my radio and TV show, Debbie Changes Lives. I'm Debbie, your certified holistic health coach. I revitalize people's lives by helping them identify the root causes of their health and mindset issues. And I create a custom natural holistic strategy for them in the areas of mind, body, and soul. As a health coach, I'm not allowed to say that I heal, treat, cure, prevent, or diagnose any diseases. I can certainly make your body more efficient by reducing symptoms. You'll feel better, be more productive, and enjoy life more. Not many people have released 70 pounds, had a health and mindset transformation, and kept fit and trim for over a decade. I have, and I have staying power. And it's actually been over 11 years. I even became a half marathon runner at the age of 51 when I never ran from childhood to adulthood due to foot pain. And I've done 8 of them. Mindset's the key for lasting change. As a certified holistic health coach, I do revitalize people's lives in many different areas of health and mindset. I guide you to clean, toxic-free foods and high-quality essential nutrients. My coaching is for optimizing your health, releasing weight efficiently when needed, and enhancing your mindset. With my clients, I help them recognize that their thoughts, feelings, and emotions drive their actions and results, sometimes good and sometimes bad. That's why it's crucial to have a positive mindset to succeed in life. It's also imperative to manage your emotions and release those low vibrational emotions such as fear, frustration, and doubt, because all they're going to do is slow you down and get you stuck physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. Like a hot air balloon that has balances, I help my clients release those emotional balances and baggage so they can uplift to a better, healthier, happier life. In turn, they are releasing their stress and reshaping their core beliefs. You'll see and feel the differences with my coaching programs. Ask me about them. Set up a complimentary consultation at Debi Changes Lives, DEBICHANGES LIV as in victory es.com/linktree. And I will guide you to that happier, healthier life with custom natural solutions for mind, body, and soul. Now, currently, I have a new collaboration with Carly Trimble, one of my podcast guests. She's a dog psychologist and a dog trainer. Her topic is Back to Basics, brain, gut, and behavior. And I'm going to be talking about our body's 3 brains, gut, brain, and heart. Still save this date, but things are going to get finalized with location, time, and cost. And you're always welcome to ask me questions. Today, I'm thrilled to have Deborah Myers, an acupressurist, Shinjitsu practitioner, 3-time best-selling author, and there's a slide with some books, as well as a trainer and a wellness coach. And I really love this book that she gives to people when they take their classes. This is the self-help book, Daily Clean Your Health Flow. There's one for adults and one for kids. The other one is another book that she wrote about making, choices, inspiring stories about healing through alternative and holistic care. Now, Deborah has helped people to get and stay healthy through her client sessions and programs. Deborah has helped thousands of people of all ages discover how to take charge of their health. She has founded Deborah Myers Wellness to treat, educate, inspire, and empower her clients to achieve balance and integrated health. She has developed workshops and workplace wellness programs and programs for kids in their classrooms and at home. All sessions and programs can be done virtually and in person. And Deborah is proud to be the recipient of a prestigious award, President's Lifetime Achievement Award, plus many other accommodations or accolades. We'll be discussing creating energetic balance in your body and manifesting success in your life. So let's welcome Deborah Myers, an acupressurist and founder of Deborah Myers Wellness, back to my show. Deborah, welcome to my show.
Oh, thank you. I'm so excited to be here with you. Like I said it when we were not yet recording, I said, I get to have playtime with Debi.
That's right. That's right. And I have taken your courses, and it is playtime when we learn all those things that you've done. So, anyways, I'm curious. Now, why do you want to call this presentation creating energetic balance in your body and manifest in your life? How did you come up with this idea?
Well, let's face it, we live in a world that is so at times intense, with so much going on around us, with what's going on. We don't even have to talk about it, right? We just know.
Mm-hmm.
And the key is to live in your body in such a way that your body is in such balance and harmony, where the energy is flowing, that it really doesn't matter what's going on out there. It does, but at the same time, you don't have to take it in.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to swallow it. You don't have to deal with it in the sense of stomaching it. And if we live from that space, we increase our chances of being able to more easily recognize what we want and put it in place, thus manifest. When the body is in a state of balance and harmony, your world around you will copy that. Your body will draw to you what you want to receive. That's how you get to manifest.
And that's something I completely agree with, because you can't control what's going on around us.
Mm-mm.
You can control how you respond to it.
Exactly.
So take a deep breath and just relax.
Exactly. And that's, and the beauty is that when you are in that state of breath, it is a huge indicator that your body's energy is flowing. When the energy is flowing, and I'm talking about the pathways of energy that flow through your body vertically and diagonally.
Yes.
And what I'm going to be showing you is how you can use these things called fingertips that you walk around with 24/7 to access the energy in those rivers of energy, to help it all be in a state of, I like calling it collaboration. Every piece and part of you talking and playing and living with every other piece and part of you. So you can create literally a dialogue within you, one piece and part to another. And then in that state of collaboration, your body is on your side. You're all on the same page at the same time. Think of yourself as not multiple personalities, but how about multiple states of possibilities?
True.
Okay.
Yeah. And, when it comes to, you need to be aware of what's going on with you. And that's why I really love your classes, because it made me more aware about what was going on with my body.
Nice.
And over time, because, sometimes it takes some getting used to new things and ideas, right?
Yes.
And I love that you actually do this experience for people, so they can, and again, it's for people of all ages, so they can figure out what they can do for themselves and how they can connect their minds physically, mentally, and emotionally, and discover how to take charge of their health. Now, I know what you do because I took your course, but you explain to the audience today, how does what you teach cause that to happen?
Good question. So, as I mentioned, your body is an energy system. It
Mhm.
has rivers of energy that run through it vertically and diagonally. Along those pathways are lots of energy balance points.
Yes.
The beauty is that you walk around with these things, fingertips, and you can place your fingertips on designated energy balance point areas in connection with each other. And it gives a message to the body that those points are wanting to be in discussion with each other, in
Yeah.
collaboration, in a state of equality. So everybody within you knows what everybody else is. And when I say everybody, I'm talking about the energy balance points that feed into the information on the rivers of energy, the meridians and channels. You might understand those words. And then from there, they link to the organs, all the organs in your body. And then from there, those organs link to all the systems in your body. So I'm talking physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. You can connect with your body, which then feeds the immune, endocrine, lymphatic, hormonal system, and the nervous system.
Mhm.
All the pieces and parts so that the cognitive process is available in an easy, effortless way. Your emotions are available to give you information.
Yes, they are.
Because feelings and emotions give us the information so we know what to do with them.
Yes.
And all of that feeds into the physical.
And they're not necessarily bad because they are messages to, to look at and pay attention to. So that's something to think about. So I completely get that. Now, you were talking about manifesting success in your life. So we all have expectations, whether we're setting goals, and you can set goals at any time of the year. It doesn't have to be at the beginning of the year, or accomplishing something and manifesting our desires, as well as some things you want to accomplish in life, right? How does self-help acupressure help that along? What do you suggest to improve the chances to achieve our objectives? And how can self-help acupressure help us de-stress and let go of the stress and the anxiousness so we can get it done?
Excellent. So may I show you some energy tips? Would that help get the point across maybe?
Yes.
And that was meant, the point across. So I love showing folks the 9-step self-help acupressure flow I wrote years ago for my clients and for my students, and I call it the daily clean your house flow. It recognizes the body you walk around in as your house, and if you clean it out every day, you're ahead of the game. You're helping to prepare your body for whatever you're going to ask it to do and prepare it for what might ever come towards it. So with that in mind, my suggestion is use your fingertips to easily get rid of the dust bunnies and cobwebs and give it a darn good vacuuming. The beauty is there's no such thing as too much self-help. So you can do the daily clean your house flow more than once a day.
Mm-hmm.
I do mine at least twice a day, more if I want to. And the beauty of what I'm going to show you is that you can also take the steps out and use them individually. Also, the beauty is you can go to my website, click on get your stress buster video now, and you will get the 9 steps as an animated video that gives you the step-by-step direction. And I believe Debbie's going to give that link at some point as well.
Yeah, it's one of your offers. So we'll talk about that at that time.
Okay, great. So I want to show you the very first step. And it's an important step in the daily flow and in any time of life. And you get to do this off and on throughout the day. There is no such thing as too much. And it's simply giving yourself a hug.
Yes.
And when you hold your fingertips anywhere from your elbows on up, and wherever they land is A-okay, because guess what? There's no such thing as wrong because there's no such thing as right when it comes to this.
Mm-hmm.
So I want you to kick perfection right out the window. You don't say, am I doing it right? No. Just give yourself a chance to breathe through this. And I say breathe through it because guess what? This is connecting with breath. It's connecting with lungs and it's connecting with heart health thus the physical level, as much as your heart strings and your emotions. It's also connecting with the love of self, compassion for self, giving gifts to self. And when you do this, you are giving a gift of breath and energy flow. And when the body feels it, says, whoa, you're really taking care of me. I think I'll love you right back. Because that's what this is. It's a game of reciprocity. And I say game because I want you to have this as an experience of not being work. This is about being in playtime, thinking of your body as a playground that wants to live in ease and calm. And so when you give yourself a hug, you are bringing joy and laughter and happiness. You're bringing the possibilities of anything you want to have brought to you. Then I'm going to share the next step. And that's simply, and when I'm working with kids and I ask them to do this, they look at me and go, what do you want me to do? And it's simply, it sounds silly maybe, it does to them until they see it work. And I can be in front of 250 kids all at one time, showing them, and they're all playing and interacting and seeing the difference. I want you right here and now to sit on your hands. Yes, I said it. I want you to have your hands on your sit bones. And when you're, excuse me, holding your butt like that, you are connecting with an energy balance point that's all about vitality. It connects with your foundation, with your sense of stability. And did you notice right here and now that your body actually went into better alignment when you did that? You're sitting straighter, or if you're standing straighter, because it immediately brings a lumbar curve where there needs to be a lumbar curve right at above your sacrum. Your body is hungry for that slight curve to be there because that's what allows your spinal column to have extension, to feel the possibilities of growing, grow with your energy. And that's what everything is about that I show, is you can grow. Your body can not only get taller as you're sitting here, it can get taller with the possibilities. Your top of your head can reach up higher because this is also helping clarity and focus, consciousness and awareness.
Yes.
Everything you're searching for. And when you do this, that, in my opinion, is one of the biggest goals you can have. And it's easy to access because this becomes like a meditation.
Yes, it does. It definitely does. I use it as a meditation.
Thank you. I have a lot of folks who literally, when they do the 9 steps, and there's 7 more after this, when they do the 9 steps, they literally create affirmations. Yes, you can have the affirmation be like what it's for, like this is, oh, I love you so much, and I'm going to take care of you, and thank you for taking care of me. And you can have, and please bring me more of what I'm seeing right now and feeling right now. You can create your own words.
Yes.
Feel what it feels like. And that's the beauty of all of this. You will be in such easy, effortless touch and connection with your body that it will give you information. When your body is in a state of balance and harmony, energetically flowing from the top of your head to your toes, down the front and up the back, and just beautiful, cyclical, gorgeous, elliptical pattern, it will more easily get your message, get your attention to give you the messages.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Yes,
Tell me what you notice about that.
Well, for me, I tend to relax. I hold stress, so I'm more aware of the tension in my body. And so it's also the muscles in my neck, because I've had multiple injuries in my neck and by being in car accidents, it just releases and lets go. And sometimes it puts me to sleep. I'm sorry, but some of her classes, I was looking so sleepy. Not that she's boring. I just became so relaxed that I just felt very sleepy. Another thing I noticed is that they sync. Like if you use different points, eventually they will sync and kind of pulse
Yes.
together,
Yes.
singing together, so to speak.
Exactly.
And so I know that's also working. So I just became very aware of it. And then at times I just, she has a very detailed class. I pick certain areas to work on for that night if I have some issues. And they've been really very, very helpful for me because I don't want to give away everything on your classes. So
Beautiful.
but,
Oh, that's beautifully said.
yeah.
Everyone I work with, whether it's one-on-one or in a group of people taking a workshop or a course with me, it's all about recognizing that each and every body is different.
Yes, they
And
are.
it wants to retain that difference. That's what makes you, each and every one of you, the person, the entity, the being who can show yourself, show the world who you are.
Yes.
And when you are in that space, that's where you fully get to manifest. Because when you shine your light, think about it that way. When your energy is flowing, you are shining. You are shining your light and you're shining your possibilities.
Exactly.
What are you going to draw to yourself when you do that? You're going to draw the same. Like energy draws like energy.
Yes.
Wouldn't you prefer walking around in a body that attracts what you want to attract, that brings to you what you are desirous of?
Exactly.
Right? And that's the beauty of being in touch with your body, knowing it so well that it says, God, I love what you're doing for me. And I want to do it the same for you. This is where you literally, when the body is in that state of being, your body's talking to you and you're talking to it, and you're having phenomenal dialogue and communication. And it's not dreaming, it's being.
It is. You're tuning into your soul is what you're doing.
Yeah. And when that happens, as you well know, Debbie, anything's possible.
Yeah, anything's possible. That's what I always tell people. Anything's possible.
So folks come to me a lot of times for physical issues. I call things projects instead of problems, because projects are a lot more fun to work with and have a beginning and an end. I don't like problems, and I don't even like the word issues. How about project? Think of it like an art project, okay? And so oftentimes people do come to me with their physical stuff, because guess what? That is usually the level of body when it gets our attention the most. We can be in a state of, we can be in a state of emotional stuff going on, and we just kind of slough it off. Do we really give due attention? Sometimes not. How about when we feel anxious? That's just happening right now. Are you aware how often it does happen? Are you aware of what it might be doing to your respiratory system, to your breath? Are you aware of what it might be doing to your digestive system? Are you aware how you might be locking your knees? Because if the energy gets blocked enough, and the respiratory system gets blocked enough where there's no breath, you know what will happen physically? One of the first indicators is you all of a sudden realize your knees hurt because they're stiff and they're tight. Well, guess what? They don't like that. They want to bend and have flexibility and have dexterity. When that's available, anything's possible.
Yes.
Right?
Oh, look at me running at age 51 when I never ran my whole entire life.
Yeah, exactly. So I work, for instance, I work with professional singers. And when I show them this quick little tip I'm going to show you, it's like a huge aha. So most singers have taken instruction for a long time, and more often than not, they recollect being told way back when, don't lock your knees. If you're singing, don't lock your knees, because if you lock your knees, you won't have as much breath and you won't be able to project your voice.
They can also fall.
Yeah, and also you'll fall. But they've been told that, but then it's like it gets lost in the the doing, the being the singer, or they're doing the being the speaker, or they're doing the being whatever you're up to. But the minute you open up the breath and the flow of energy, all of a sudden you have a more phenomenal voice to make use of. You can project the voice because the breath is available to it. And look what you get to do. I'm going to give you an energy tip. All you have to do is come underneath your collarbone just like this. So your fingertips are gently trailing right under your collarbone. And you notice right where the collarbone and first rib come together, there's a little triangular pattern. Choose a hand, doesn't matter which one it is. Gently cup that area, thumb on one side, fingertips on the other. Okay? There you go. That's the first step. Before we take the second step, I want you to try something. Okay. Bring your fingertips to your cheekbones for just a moment. Do you have a tight jaw? If you're someone who has a tight jaw, it usually kind of shows up a lot, but just feel it. And maybe it's even tight into your throat. Mm-hmm. You can do this if you want because nobody's seeing you. I'm going to do it because I don't care if I'm seen doing it. I'm going to drop my jaw. I can drop it pretty well because I've been practicing this a lot. Uh-huh. Okay, now I want you to try something back. Come back over to here and try dropping your jaw again. It might still be a little tight. Now, add your other hand to the mix and put your fingertips on your tummy with your fingertips coming right underneath your navel, between your navel and pubic bone, just like that. Light, gentle touch using your fingertips. And hold. And breathe a couple times. And feel your breath change and expand. And now drop your jaw. And notice how much more space you have all through the lower jaw bones. And maybe you even feel it in your throat. In fact, what you also might be feeling in the moment, here and now, is extra lubrication in the back of your mouth. And extra lubrication in your throat. Mm-hmm. Because this is connecting with the fluidity of your body. It's literally bringing extra saliva into your mouth so you have more to swallow. That is a good thing to swallow.
Yes, it is. It makes it easier to talk too.
So imagine if you are someone who is needing to speak your truth, say what's on your mind, whether it's with your partner or with your colleague, your coworker, or with your kids, or whatever, maybe with a client, whoever it might be. And you're unsure of your words, or you're unsure of how to express yourself. That's having voice, right?
Yes, it is.
And that's being able to speak your truth. True. Guess what? You do this, and you'll be more easily able to speak your words and speak your truth.
Okay.
Try it. And it helps with calming and breath and lubrication. And keep doing this, and you'll notice that if you have a dry throat, it's not going to be dry anymore. It might even change your dry eyes. And a lot of people are talking about that right now because it's almost July and we're supposed to be out of allergy season, but it's really not. Really not. A lot of people are complaining about it. My suggestion is do this. And if you have other questions about what to do for allergies, make sure you reach out to me too.
Yeah, she's. You can reach out to her and set up an appointment, which is one of her offers too. And she's very, generous with her time. So, anyways, now we've been talking about self-awareness and paying attention to ourselves. Now, when you're using acupressure, especially Shinjitsu, how are you aligning to what you want to do, desires and goals?
Got it. So when I do my sharing, my instruction, I make use of a ancient Japanese form of acupressure called Jin Shinjitsu, which is this very subtle, light, gentle touch. You can go deeper with firmer pressure, but the beauty is you don't have to. And why put any effort into anything, right? And the beauty of Jin Shinjitsu is there's only 26 energy balance points. So it's super easy to discover what 26 points do and how they relate to each other and how they play together. That's, again, this is about playtime. And when they are in a state of balance and harmony, it brings you to the place of more easily be able to step into what you want,
Okay.
right?
Okay,
What you desire. Think about the fact that, okay, how about you want to get something accomplished, but you keep procrastinating? You want to get something accomplished, but it's hard to have clarity and focus over it because you keep getting distracted by other stuff, whatever. To draw yourself into that place of being able to easily accomplish, it's kind of easy. Go like this, with your fingertips at the top inside corner of the shoulder blade. In fact, do both of them right now.
Okay.
And do you notice, by the way, are you someone that has a little tightness in that neck area? Are you someone who maybe it feels really tight all the way into the shoulders? Or maybe you're someone who it feels like you have 2x4s all the way from the back of your head down to the base of your spine. We want these to be valleys. So when you just gently touch here, you are helping the body get the signal that it is about letting go. Because this energy balance point right here, right where the neck and shoulder come together, is all about its tendency to be an accumulator. Its tendency to be the garbage dump, the trash can. It would prefer not being that. So when you hold here and here, it gets the message of letting go, of allowing the space to be available. Now, keeping one hand here at the top of the shoulder, bring the other one to the chest. So if your right hand is on the right shoulder, bring your left hand to the left chest. If your left hand is on the left shoulder, bring your right hand to the right chest. And just be in that space of recognizing that your body wants to take this in, gather in all the beautiful energy, and disperse it throughout every cell of your being. That in and of itself works with the immune system and lymphatic system. So it helps be a very supportive structure, but it's also helping all this let go. So there's room. There's room for everything to live. Now bring your fingertips to the base of your skull. And when you're there, you're connecting with an energy balance area that's all about consciousness and awareness.
Nice.
Doesn't that feel good?
Feels
Now,
really
in the middle of the day, it'll keep you awake. At nighttime, this is a sleep center. It'll help you calm and your whole body feel the space of restfulness.
Yes.
Okay, now take a hand and cup the back of the head so the fingertips are on the opposite base of the skull. And have your other hand cup the forehead so it's on the opposite forehead, just like that. Just like that. And be in that space, be in that calm, and then switch your hands. You know what you're doing? You're connecting with cognitive process, and you're connecting with ability to think, to process, to designate, to categorize, to think and move it through. This will help immensely with getting out of your own way. Got that? Get out of your own way and be able to step forward in the direction you want. So can you see how combining those simple tips that I just gave you could be accomplish a lot for helping you get from where you are to where you want to be?
Yeah, I definitely see that because it's helped me.
Beautiful.
I really want to get to this topic. You create a productive mindfulness program for kids in schools.
Yes.
Obviously, what we just did, it helps increase focus and productivity and overcoming learning obstacles. And what does it look like? Like what kind of feedback are you getting back from teachers and parents and students and what they're discovering? And, I know what this program is meant for, but, who is the program for?
Okay. You are talking about a vision I had years ago as to what I wanted to bring into the lives of kids of all ages. And when I wrote the Daily Clean Your House Flow, I wrote it for my adult clients and students, workshop students, hoping they would bring it into the families, and many of them did. And I noticed right away, they noticed how it changed the family dynamics when the family members all did the Daily Clean Your House Flow together. Okay.
Yeah.
And then it was actually clients of mine who were teachers and had taken some workshops and took what I taught them into the classrooms. They noticed such a difference right away, individually with the kids as well as collectively, that they came back to me and said, will you just create a real program? So, okay. So I'm busily creating, PowerPoint this, do that. And it was actually one of my clients who's a phenomenal artist. Her name is Jamie, who said, when she found out what I was up to, she says, well, let's do an animated video of the Daily Clean Your House Flow. So I wrote the script. She created the caricatures and the animation, and it worked. It worked. And then when it was done, my marketing person said, well, now you got to write a book. I wrote Easy Self-Help Acupressure for kids and parents, for students and teachers, and for grown-ups.
Yes.
And it was in that process that I realized this was what I really wanted to share with schools and with after-school programs. Yeah. And as I brought the animated video into that space and saw the kids appreciating it and interacting and loving it and excited about it, because one of the big things I say, what do you love to do? What puts a smile on your face? And what do you want to do better? Do you want to do that better? Well, if you are into sports and you're playing basketball and you want to do it better, let me show you how you can do it better.
Yes.
And get out of your own way doing it. Accept yourself that as being someone who can succeed, whether it's any of the sports, whether it's music, theater, whether it's academia, whether it is anything you are searching for, even, and I bring into the picture when I'm doing school assemblies, even video games. That gets their attention. And then I start talking about Minecraft and and the kids are all, you're a grandma. How can you know those words? I mean, the look in their face. But it's the idea that if you're doing something and you love doing it and you want to do it better, don't you want to win? Don't you want to succeed? And that's why I created the program. And so I do the school assembly and a workshop for the teachers and a workshop for the parents. It's in person in my area. I'm in Northern California, but I do some traveling for it. It can also be hybrid, and it can also be all virtual. And when that transpires, life is pretty amazing what can change.
True.
What the parents and teachers are saying is they notice a difference at home and in the classroom. The kids are more available. They're allowing themselves to learn and to be. I had one young 9-year-old I met one day who he found out who I was, and he says, oh, I do it all the time. I said, why? He says, well, as he's looking at his mom who's with him, he goes, well, I'm getting better grades because I'm studying better, right, Mom? And she said, yeah. He goes, I'm not sick anymore, so I'm not missing any school. A 9-year-old noticed that.
Yes.
And then he said, I'm playing a better game of soccer, so why wouldn't I do it? I wish I had this whole thing videoed, by the way, because I was in a line at CVS when this was happening at a pharmacy. And then he looked at me and said, now what's really crazy is I'm getting along better with my brother.
That's fantastic.
He covered it physically, mentally, and emotionally. And another piece that's happening as the kids do this in the classroom together collectively, they're better comrades. They're living together in that classroom in ease. And what's beautiful is they learn the daily flow. They're taking turns leading their classmates through it. And
cool.
then some of the classrooms have the big posters I've created, and they have a spoken agreement with each other that if Sandy notices that Joey's kind of out of sync, there's an agreement that she can say, hey, Joey, don't you think step 5 right now of the daily flow would be really good for you to do?
Yeah.
Or how about step 9, which is the last one, and that's jumper cabling, where you gently hold each thumb and finger for a few good breaths, and it helps to balance all emotions.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, we need to get to your offer. So
My offer is, please go to my website and choose to make use of the animated video. In fact, there right now on the screen, there is a direct link to the animated video. It is my gift to you.
Yeah.
It is not a purchase item. And if you so desire, I don't do this for everybody, but I do it for Debbie's audience. I am offering you a complimentary 60-minute consultation.
That's
Okay,
wonderful.
usually when I do offer it, it's usually 30 minutes, but I want you to know it's there. And you can do that via the Calendly link that's right below it.
Yeah. So the video can you can get it at bit.ly/DM as a Mary W-video. And this is a calendar link with her name of her company, Deborah Myers Wellness. So, and you just pick the 60-minute consultation. Well, Deborah, I will have you back on my show again. This was fun. And please stick around for closing remarks. I just need to get through some things. Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, remember, I do revitalize people's lives in many different areas of health and mindset. I help you with your gut, immunity, bone and joint issues, cardiovascular system, and as well as, blood sugar issues, you name it. I guide you to clean, toxic-free foods and high-quality essential nutrient products that will reduce symptoms. You'll feel better, and it will uplift your mood and possibly, release weight. Now, with my mindset coaching, I help you release emotions, stress, emotional attachments, and you are reshaping your core beliefs because you're becoming more aware of what you need to do. So your mindset will become more enhanced. With my health and weight loss, your body will be more efficient. That is a mind-body solution that will make your heart and soul sing. Ask me about my programs. Set up a complimentary consultation at Debi Changes Lives, DebiChangesLives, as in victory, es.com/linktree, LINKTREE. And there you get to know me, I get to know you, and I'll guide you to your optimal health. And it starts with 1 or 2 assessments. The health evaluation is actually complimentary, where you rate your symptoms the last 30 days in 4 categories of health. And you can go to the next slide. Some questions repeat. Answer them all, and you'll get a baseline score. I will review it with you. And when you move forward with my services, I'll create that custom natural holistic strategy just for you, and we'll monitor your progress with this evaluation. I also have 2 different Zyto body scans, and I prefer to do Zyto's VisiraLink scan because I can send it remotely and internationally, and I send it to South Africa and Australia. And what it is, VisiraLink is a transdermal optical imaging app. I send a link to your phone. You scan your face for 30 seconds. It's only looking at blood flow, not your eyes or anything else. And it's looking for components of energetic, functional, emotional, and different body systems and lifestyles. The emotional one is such a hidden gem because it gives me a lot of information. And it creates a wellness report, not a diagnosis, of biomarkers out of range and products and services that bring it back into range. And I do review it with you. It's quite intensive. The cost of the scan is $75. If you move forward with a program or product, you get a $25 discount on one of them. Now, I also have a family pack of 5 scans where you can save $50. Now, VisiraLink is that transdermal optical imaging app, also known as TOI. It's quite accurate, and you can look it up for its accuracy at pubmed.gov. That's PUBMED.gov. And people are really amazed what their body tells them through the scan. And you'll be too. Are you curious? You can always ask me questions on my consultation site. as well as just purchasing it and get yourself going. Now, also on the site are my programs. Take Your Body Back is a 12-week weight release mindset coaching program where you're realizing a new you for your success. All coaching is done on Zoom, and the first one's private to you because I go through your health assessments that people don't need to know about. I also give you a choice of 2 meal plans, instructions on one, and I also give you instructions how to create the new version of you in this avatar board that will drive you with emotion and passion to achieve your health and weight transformational goals throughout your journey. The rest of the coaching, whether it's in group or private, is the same. You'll be celebrating your wins, be utilizing your boards, and I guide you over gaps with health and mindset tips. And you will become this new you. You're welcome to ask me questions at the consultation. You're welcome to watch a previous episode of Holistic Self-Love with a little bit more information. Just remember my prices have gone up. Why Fast, the intermittent fasting program that gets your cells and body humming and turn boosts your metabolism, rich, dense nutrition, and high-quality essential nutrients. And exercises and recipes. Here you would ask me questions. If you feel like you need some coaching, there's 2 or 4 programs that you can utilize to get started. It's up to you if you want to pay for more coaching after that. Now, you could use these smaller programs for mindset enhancement as well as health optimizations, but truly those are a little bit longer journeys. And so you may want to purchase a bigger program, or I can create a custom program for you. For a limited time, I'm offering Debi's Coaching Chats, which is a complimentary coaching session in an intimate group setting. And it's not recorded, and a survey picks the topics. You can learn how to optimize your health, releasing stress, releasing weight efficiently, how to harmonize your hormones for body balance, create that winning mindset for health and weight release, as well for life, and also creating a new version of you in an avatar board that'll drive you with emotion and passion to achieve your health and weight transformational goals throughout your journey. These meetings are on Tuesdays at 4 p.m. Pacific, that's 7 p.m. Eastern, and you would go to Debi Changes Lives again, DebiChangesLiv as in victory, es.com, this time /chat, CHTS. You learn what my coaching is all about. Finally, learn more about alternative health. Services, programs, products, offers, articles, blogs, upcoming shows, events, and promos by subscribing to my newsletter at DebiChangesLives.com. This time /radio TV show, all in lowercase as one word. And I give you a gift, a 30-day health and mindset daily action journal where you can record your gratitude, thoughts, feelings, emotions, foods that you ate, water you drank, supplements you took, exercises done on a daily basis, even track your measurements. Then you want to review it on a daily, weekly, monthly basis, see your wins and celebrate them. Find the gaps to work on. If you need help bridging that gap, you contact me for coaching. This is a great health and mindset awareness too. I'm certain that you found this show educational, eye-opening, and enjoyed it. Reach out to me for my products, programs, and services, and reach out to Deborah for her services and books and offers. Now, can we have Deborah to come back?
Hello again.
Hi.
I'd like to take a few moments to just reconfirm, if you will. Not only sign up for your comp session if you'd like, and please be sure to get your own animated video. And if you have children in your life and you think there would be a desire on the part of the agencies they're in after school or the schools that they're in, please reach out and let's have a conversation about that. I am currently bringing my program to a complete digital filmed access in its entirety. And I believe that it's going to be called Help Children Grow. Cultivate well-being through simple daily practices. And it's going to be available for, for schools, for after-school programs, for families, at different prices depending upon what components you want to include in it. So I'm in process of creating that, and please stay tuned. In fact, when you sign up for the animated video, you will be on my list, okay? And you will get notification when that's available. And also in September, I will be having a very special 90-minute workshop, very low priced, where you will learn how to let go of anxiousness and how you can help children in your lives learn not to even experience it. The time is now to break old patterns and to create new ones.
Yes.
That's what doing your energy balancing is all about.
It sure is. So thank you for being here.
Thank you. I appreciate it as always.
I can continue to enjoy my radio and TV show, Debbie Changes Lives, on Thursdays at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, where your holistic journey begins.